Basic needs of adolescence.
Now we know the characteristics of adolescence. Let us discuss the basic needs of adolescence. In the adolescence period, the young adolescents have some basic needs which must be given due importance regarding their fulfillment.
The basic needs of adolescence are divided into two groups.
Physiological needs, B. Psychological needs.
Physiological needs. Need for activity.
Activity of one kind or another is an integral part of the adolescent behavior. The physical changes of puberty, the greater muscular power and the surplus of energy, all contribute towards strengthening the need for activity. This surging need must be controlled and guided into the proper channels such as dancing, swimming, playing football or other types of games and sports.
Need for sexual satisfaction.
Sex development is a fundamental fact of adolescence. The sex instinct which had been lying dormant during childhood is reawakened. In the adolescence stage, the young adolescent repeats 3 stages of sexual development.
Autoeroticism.
The adolescent takes interest in his own body and he or she handles his own sex organs.
B. Homosexuality.
During the early period of adolescence, boys love to mix with boys and girls with girls.
C. Heterosexuality.
This type of sexuality is found at the later stage of adolescence. The boys and girls are attracted towards the opposite sex.
Psychological needs. Need for freedom.
The young adolescents also need freedom in their life. They do not like to maintain a strict routine life. They do not like disciplined life which is imposed on them by their parents. They love freedom regarding taking decisions related to their life.
Need for social life.
This is an important need of the adolescent. They want the company of their equals. They love to live with their peers, which has a direct influence in their life. They want to talk, discuss and come to some conclusions. This goes a long way towards satisfying their social need. The young adolescent wants to be something among his friends and in the total social setup. They want the approval of their actions and recognitions in any form by their parents, class fellows, teachers and the community at large.
The security need.
The adolescent depends on his parents for the satisfaction of these needs. He wants their affection and attention. He wants some ideals which may help him in the conduct of his life. He or she wants inspiration from a hero, whom he worships, and who can guide him. This need can be fulfilled if the adolescent is given opportunity of studying the biography of great men like Gandhi, Thakur, etc. He will derive strength and inspiration from them, imbibes ideals, formulates his life goal, and strengthens his will and character.
The adventure need.
Thirst for adventure is strong at this age. The adolescent wants to do something so that he is remembered by all. The answer is exploring something which others do not know. Sometimes he is misunderstood and sometimes misdirected. In the absence of proper direction, it takes the form of aimless wandering, vagabonding, unsocial acts like strikes and demonstrations. Even the sexual acts mean a thrill and adventure for them. But properly directed adventure can be very much helpful for the adolescent's social, mental, emotional and physical development.
Need for self-dependence, or need for a vocation.
The young boys and girls want to be independent at this stage. Boys and girls of high school age begin to think seriously about their future. Boys are usually more seriously concerned about an occupation than girls. Boys, typically, want glamorous and exciting jobs, regardless of the ability required or the chances for such jobs being available for them. They also want jobs with high prestige and of higher social status. But the girls, on the other hand, normally show a preference for occupations with greater security and less demand on their time. In their vocational choice, they usually stress on service to others, such as teaching or nursing. By late adolescence, the adolescents are concerned about what they would like to do and what they are capable of doing. They are also concerned about how they can get the kind of job they want. Older adolescents have a growing realization of how much it costs to live, and they also know what young people, just out of school, can expect to earn. As a result of this greater realism, they approach the choice of their careers with a more practical and more realistic attitude than they would when they were young.
Significance of adolescent stage.
We have already discussed many things about adolescence. We have repeatedly mentioned that it is regarded as the most significant period of human development. But why is it considered significant? It is a significant period because it is a period of
rapid physical development.
It is a period of vital physical as well as physiological changes and developments. At this stage, all the external and internal body parts and organs achieve their full form and maturity. Rapid mental development. During the early adolescence period, rapid mental development occurs. These give rise to the need for later mental adjustments and the necessity for establishing new attitudes, values and interests. The adolescent is mentally alert at this stage. He not only develops not only his intellectual power but also his capacity to critical thinking.
Rapid social development.
It is a period of social development and adjustment. In this stage, the child enters a new field of social responsibilities. The adolescents become socially conscious, self-assertive, and loyal towards their group. They develop cooperation and friendship and become responsible.
Stage of emotional development.
Traditionally, adolescence has been thought of as a period of heightened emotionality resulting from glandular and other changes. The heightening is characterized by a high degree of instability. The adolescents also develop dependency and sometimes independency. They also develop some special feelings like pride, humility, curiosity, guilt, hero worshipping, etc. All these emotions must be properly guided and they should be provided knowledge to control their emotions at this stage.
Rapid sexual development.
A number of internal and external changes take place in the sexual characteristics of the boys and the girls at the adolescence stage. At the later part of this stage they achieve sexual maturity.
Rapid moral development.
It is also a period of moral development and changes in morality. Their moral outlook becomes progressively more abstract.
Moral convictions become more concerned with "what is right," and justice emerges a dominant moral force.
Their moral judgment becomes less egocentric at this stage. They develop an attitude towards the service to mankind.
Why is adolescence a significant period? It is because
it is a period of rapid physical development. It is a period of rapid mental development that leads to development of new interests, values and attitudes. All the external and internal body parts and organs achieve full form and maturity. It is a period of becoming socially conscious, self-assertive and loyal towards group. It is a period of heightened emotionality. It is a period of moral consciousness and an attitude towards the service of mankind.
Problems of adolescent stage.
We know that adolescence is a period of transition from childhood to adulthood. Any period of transition is likely to be associated with a number of problems.
The problems of adolescence may be summarized in the following manner.
Sexuality problems. We have read that all the aspects of adolescent development are basically conditioned by physical changes. The enzyme of puberty gives the physical excitement never experienced before. The adolescent reacting to these experiences is excited, often without realizing what is happening to him. Some react with pleasure or excitement and some others experience shame, disgust, confusions, anxiety and guilt. They may lead to sexual maladjustment.
Emotional problems.
Heightened emotionality is a major problem of adolescence. Adolescents experience excessive emotion and they do not have sufficient control violence. Excitability and anger may find expression in its destructive from may lead to law and order problem. Emotion of love, suspicion, jealousy, frustration and revengefulness are very common among adolescents. Thus emotional immaturity is a major problem of adolescence.
Social problem.
Every society has its own customs and traditions, which it wants to maintain. Every individual has to follow these social values, but often the adolescents think all these are outdated and they are not willing to obey. This leads to conflicts. Physical development has many social implications. Sexual development necessarily includes heterosexual orientation and they want to take part in social activities with the opposite sex. The denial of this desire often makes them discontented and restless. Thus, a number of social problems disturb the adolescent.
Educational problem.
The environment of the school is also not conducive to meet the interests of the students. Defective method of teaching, curriculum, examination, repressive measures adopted by school, unattractive condition of the school campus are largely responsible for creating frustration among the students.
Problem of leisure.
Their thoughts and attitudes may turn to be destructive and create serious problem for the society. Their thoughts and attitudes may turn to be destructive and create serious problem for the society.
Let us sum up.
After going through the discussion and explanation on this unit, the following are the basic ideas that we have found from this unit. Adolescence is a crucial and significant period. It extends from 12 to 13 years to 18 to 19 years. Adolescence can be subdivided into two parts. Early adolescence, 12 to 13, minus 16 to 17 years. Late adolescence, 17 years to 18 to 19 years. It is the stage when boys and girls move from childhood to adulthood physically, mentally, emotionally and socially. It is a stage of gaining sexual maturity and a stage of attaining legal maturity. The rapid physical development, intellectual development, emotional immaturity, social consciousness, moral consciousness, hero worshipping, spirit of adventure, heterosexuality, creative imagination, self-dependence are some of the important characteristics of adolescence. Need for free activity, need for freedom, need for social life, need for sexual satisfaction, the security need for self-dependence or need for a vocation are the basic needs of adolescence. Parents and teachers have some great roles to play towards the all-round development of the adolescents.